Good morning, everybody. I think I'm a little bit late, but it's fine. We're here to go over the Aardvark book club picks, and I'm very excited to see what they're offering this month. I have heard a couple of rumors about what they possibly could be offering, but I'm very excited because I'm going to be finding out with all of you. If you've already seen, don't spoil me because we're going to get into it, but let me share that I'm going live real quick. Like I did yesterday for my book of the month ones. Um, and it's always the balloons, it's always the balloons. Let's see. All right. I'm so glad for autocorrect, That's what I'm glad for. But let me know how your day's going so far. And let me know if you're expecting to see certain books pop up. It's been another crazy day for me. Super busy right now. The end of the month and the beginning of the month are always super busy. Let's see. Okay, so let's get into the picks. I do have my code and possibly like a link in the description box that gets you your first book for only $4 plus tax, but free shipping. So that is super cheap. If you're a US resident and it's your first time getting a box, take advantage of the code. I know Sandra was here earlier, but I don't know if she's here now because, I was late. I was late. So I'm sorry, y'all. It was a few minutes running late. Hi, Brandon. No worries. We'll keep it nice and quiet for you. All right, let's go ahead and open up and see what they have. And of course, I want to know a couple of things. I want to know if you're excited about the picks, if you've heard of the book, what do you think of the book cover? I'm a big book cover person, so let me know. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Yay, I'm so excited. Let's see. They have 6. Okay. They have 6 picks and one of them is the clinic. Okay. So they have Come and Get It by Kiley Reid, which is a literary fiction. It has LGBTQIA+. I did read Such a Fun Age by this author before. It says it's a fresh and provocative story about a residential assistant and her messy entanglement with a professor and 3 unruly students. It does have some content. Look how they did the pig with the little aardvark. Look right here how they branded the pig with the aardvark thing. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. But it blends right in. I love it. Suicidal thoughts for content warning. Okay, it's 2017 at the University of Arkansas. Millie Cousins, a senior resident assistant, wants to graduate, get a job, and buy a house. So when Agatha Paul, a visiting professor and writer, offers Millie an easy yet unusual opportunity, she jumps at the chance. But Millie's starry-eyed hustle becomes jeopardized by odd new friends, vengeful dorm pranks, and illicit intrigue. Very interesting. I have heard early reviews of this one, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'm immediately being called to this book. You know what I'm saying? But you let me know if it sounds good to you. All right, next up, The House of Last Resorts, which is a horror book. And this is on my radar. So, by Christopher Golden, which honestly, I don't read a lot of male authors. And are we surprised there's a house on a cliff? No. The next high concept horror novel, set against the backdrop of an idyllic Sicilian town. Sicilian? Why do I feel so tongue-tied with that word? Town about an unspeakable horror that will chill you to your bones. Well, that doesn't tell me much. So Across Italy, there are many half-empty towns, nearly abandoned by those who migrate to the coast or to cities. The beautiful crumbling hilltop town of 𝒏𝒌𝒔 is among them, but its mayor has taken drastic measures to rebuild, selling abandoned homes to anyone in the world for €1, as long as the buyer promises to live there for at least 5 years. This sounds really strange. It's a no-brainer for American couple Tommy and Kate 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒔. Both work remotely, and 𝒏𝒌𝒔 is the home of Tommy's grandparents, his closest living relatives. It feels like a romantic adventure, an opportunity the young couple would be crazy not to seize, but from the moment they move in, they both feel like a shadow has fallen on them. Tommy's grandmother is furious, even a little frightened when she realizes which house they've bought. Ooh, that's all I kind of really want to know, but I don't know about that one either. Oh, okay. I'm excited about this one. A Long Song for Ricky Wilde. This is by Tia Williams. I did read 7 Days in June. I wasn't a super fan like everybody. Everybody else was like 5 stars, 5 stars. And I didn't give it 5 stars, but I did enjoy it. And I am looking forward to reading more by this author. So romance, historical fiction, early release, includes a dog, magical realism in the cover. Yes. In this enchanting love story, a free-spirited florist and enigmatic musician are linked through history, art, and magic of Harlem. Yay! Has lots of content warnings here. Suicide, racism, and hate crime. So some heavy topics indeed. Leap years are a strange, enchanted time, and for some, even a single February can be life-changing. That is so awesome that it is we're getting it in February and it is a leap year this year. It's a vibe. I'm excited. Ricky Wilde has many talents, but being a Wilde isn't one of them. As the impulsive artistic daughter of the powerful Atlanta dynasty, she's the opposite of her famous socialite sisters. Interesting. Where there are long-stemmed roses, she's a dandelion. Of course, she's not like other girls. Let's see. And then when regal Miss Stella invites her to rent the bottom floor of her Harlem brownstone, she jumps at the chance for a fresh beginning. Okay. And it says set against the backdrop of modern Harlem and Renaissance glamour. It's a swoon-worthy love story of 2 passionate artists drawn to the magic, romance, and opportunity of New York. New York, I mentioned it yesterday, so, this is perfect. So yay, okay, I like it. And it being in Harlem and stuff. So that one sounds promising to me. All right, then they have Valley Verified. I have not heard of this one, but I love the cover. Very cute. Contemporary fiction and humor. This one is by Kayla Zhao, author of The Fraud Squad. I haven't read that. I haven't read anything by this author before. When a fashion writer dives headfirst into the cutthroat Silicon Valley tech world, her future threatens to unravel in this addictive novel. Okay, we have some content warnings. Sexual harassment. On paper, Zoe Zing has made it in New York's fashion world. So many New York books, you guys. After a string of unpaid internships, she's now a fashion columnist at Chic, lives in a quaint apartment in Manhattan, and gets invited to exclusive industry events. But life in New York City isn't as chic as Zoe imagined. Her editor wants her to censor her opinions to please the big brands. She shares her quaint small apartment with 2 roommates who never let her store kimchi in the fridge. And how is she supposed to afford the designer clothes expected for those parties on her meager salary? Interesting. I don't like to know too much. I don't really want to read anymore, but if you're interested, they always have take our word for it and taste the first page, which gives you a taste of the author's writing if you've never read from them before, which I find that super helpful. So this is a possibility. It's not immediately pulling me in, but we'll see. Okay, and then we have The Clinic. So this is a thriller and it includes a cat, and this is by Kate Quinn. Let's see. I don't think I've read anything by this author before, but it's set in a remote rehab clinic on the Pacific Northwest coast, in which the death of a woman inside prompts her sister to enter the clinic as a patient in order to find the truth. And it says it's perfect for fans of Stacey Willingham and Taryn Fisher. We have some content warnings. Addiction. And it says Meg works for a casino in LA, catching cheaters and popping a few too many pills to cope, following a far different path than her sister Haley, a famous actress. And then reports surface of Haley dying at the remote rehab facility. And then it's whispers of suicide, but Meg can't believe it. So she decides to check herself in to investigate what really happened from the inside. I do love this cover, even though it is yet another house on a cliff. I don't know, maybe it's like the gray with the pop of yellow. I also like how the Aardvark like symbol icon is faded like the title of the book. Like Aardvark is on their A game. I love it so much. Okay, let's go back. And this one, The Tainted Cup, mystery early release series debut and fantasy. I have not heard of this at all. Interesting. It's got a lot going on the cover. It does look very fantasy-like. A Holmes and Watson style detective duo take the stage in this fantasy with a mystery twist. Okay, let's click the content warnings. Body horror and murder. Okay. In the greatest mansion, a high imperial officer lies dead, killed to all appearances when a tree erupted from his body. Even here at the empire's borders, where contagions abound and the blood of the Leviathans work strange magical changes, it's a death both terrifying and impossible. Assigned to investigate is Anna, a detective whose reputation for brilliance is matched only by her intricacies. Rumor has it that she wears a blindfold at all times and that she can solve impossible cases without ever stepping outside the walls of her home. This actually sounds really interesting. At her side is her new assistant. I don't know how to say that name. Magically altered in ways that make him the perfect aid to Anna's brilliance. Is at turns scandalized, perplexed, and utterly infuriated by his new superior. But as the case unfolds and he watches Anna's mind leap from one startling deduction to the next, he must admit that she is indeed the Empire's greatest detective. I like that. But I also don't like that it's like the first in a series. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in it for the series. Are they going to actually solve the murder in the first book? And is it going to be like a murder per book? Or like what's happening? And I can't get invested in a series right now, y'all. I have enough series going on. So, but this one actually does sound like good. So those are the books that they're offering. Come and Get It, The House of Last Resort, A Love Song for Ricky Wilde, Valley Verified, The Clinic, and The Tainted Cup. Let me know all of your thoughts, what you're thinking, if you're going to pick one, all of the things. Okay. Let's see. I know. I thought it might be one. I'm waiting for my library hold to come in for that one. Sounds spooky. Got The Clinic. So excited to see the picks for February. Yes. I'm like, we get it. Don't tell us everything. Like, give us a snippet, a little zhuzh, you know, like, great picks. Ooh, yes, Sandra, coming with the tea. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? Are you actually going to pick something? Let me know. I'm interested. Sandra, what you thinking, girl? I know you're thinking about getting one of these. Let's look at them one more time. Come and Get It. The House of the Last Resort. The only one that I'm like, I already have The Clinic. I already own it. So I got it for my birthday. So I don't need that. I'm thinking A Love Song for Ricky Wilde, right? Should I add on any of the others? This is difficult. I do not know. Maybe Valley Verified? I don't know. The only one that's like really pulling me in is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. So maybe I'll just go with that one. I think I'm going to pick that one, you guys. I do work with them on my podcast, Talk Bookish to Me. So they actually like send me one for free or send me a box for free. So, but I think the only one I'm going to select this month is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. But yeah. I don't have any strong opinions of the others. These are definitely on my radar now. Like I said, I saw an early review for Come and Get It. So that kind of took that one off my radar a little bit. Don't know about this horror one. I'll have to wait for reviews. Already have The Clinic and a little bit iffy about the fantasy and the Valley Verified. So I feel confident. I'm going with A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. So that's really it. That's all I have for you. Those are the picks. Let me know if you decide on something. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you picked. And I will be back next month, hopefully around the beginning of the month, to do the book of the month for March and the Aardvark for March. So I'm trying to do these every single month. I may be a little late. I'm not like totally on time all the time, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy February, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.